Tell me about the Instrument of Peace, a guide to civil discourse coming out this fall.
Yeah, so we're building off of the written curriculum that was released last year with the Office of Government Relations and the Formation Department. And we're adding in collaboration with Church Next and the Office of Communication to create an online video version of the curriculum that has speakers from around the church. It'll have quizzes and discussion forums for in between where people can interact with each other to help them dive deeper into civil discourse and apply it to public policy advocacy. And then a second component, we're working with Forward Movement to release an expanded version of the original curriculum that will have some advanced material to it and really help parishes that want to take on the curriculum in their small group or in a church forum to use the material in that context as well.
And what is civil discourse?
Yeah, civil discourse, it's often conflated with civility or just being polite. And what we really want to emphasize with this curriculum is civil discourse is a tool to enhance our understanding of each other, and then to learn how to apply that to public policy conversations. In doing that, we hope to unlock the different perspectives that we have and then move forward to create better solutions to the challenges that we're facing in our communities.
And what all is included in this curriculum?
So the curriculum is centered in 5 different sections, including a section on tenets or sort of ground rules for conversation, how to create and maintain a sacred space for debate and why that's important. And then one of the sections that I like is the values in conversation, and that encourages us to slow down how we talk about these issues and take a step back from our particular perspectives and recognize and name the values that underlie our perspectives. And in doing that, we often find we have more in common with one another, and that helps us see the humanity in others and opens us up for listening.
And how can folks access this curriculum?
Yeah, so the Church Next version will be available on Church Next's online platform, and we'll be linking to it and sharing it from the Episcopal Church as well. And the written version will be available on the Office of Government Relations website.
Tell me about the video series coming up for Traveling the Way of Love.
Absolutely. We just released our most recent episode of Traveling the Way of Love. That was Turn with the Reverend Becca Stevens at Thistle Farms in Nashville. Coming up, we have Pray with Katie Churchwell, a priest in Florida, talking about pop-up prayer. Then we have Go, filmed at a Nore farm in California. And we're actually going to wrap up the year in a really special treat, I think, with Bishop Curry talking about Learn and what it is to study the Bible.
And how can churches use these videos?
Great question. I really hope people will use them to learn more about the practice itself, that they can take a deeper dive into what it means to do each of those kind of 7 practices. But more than that, I hope they can use some of our supporting resources like our meditation guides, our episode guides, other kind of resources we've put out to form small groups and become accountable to each other in their growth as Christians.
And speaking of the Way of Love, I know the Way of Love podcast with Presiding Bishop Michael Curry just wrapped the first season. What can we expect in the second season?
Absolutely. We were really excited about the reaction to the first season, so we're going to kind of do the same thing in the second one.
And what can we expect this Advent?
Oh, well, I'm glad you asked that question too. This Advent will be relaunching our Advent curriculum based on the Way of Love practices. It's tied to the infancy and nativity narratives in the book of Luke, and you can use those with your small group to help grow.
Tell me about the back to school digital resources.
Yeah, so one of the things that we are putting out this year is digital resources that churches of any size can use to invite people to their back to school celebrations, Sundays, blessing of the backpacks, etc. And so we have a video from the presiding bishop that invites and blesses students as they get ready to go back to school. We have digital downloads that churches can use to print posters, invitation postcards, and even social media graphics that they can customize with the dates and times of their back to school blessing Sundays. And then there's also some other resources listed on the website, like how to create a backpack tag.
And tell me about the Back to Ministry resource.
So the Back to Ministry resources are also available, and there is a video from the presiding bishop that kind of blesses people as they get ready to start their ministry years over. As you know, we do Christian ministry all year long, but it's always nice to have a new beginning. And so a lot of people launch a new ministry season around this time of year. So we have created some resources to help them do that and to help invite new people maybe to join them. So there's posters they can print, there's postcards that they can use to invite people, as well as social media graphics graphics that they can customize with their ministry fair time and dates. And to share with people far and wide. And then there's also additional resources, how to throw a ministry fair if you've never done that before, how to make it Way of Love theme if you'd like. So those are some of the resources.
And how can we access these resources?
They're all available on the Episcopal Church website.